And although young students cannot vote yet, one school district is helping them prepare to have their voices heard in future elections. Roosevelt ISD is helping students connect the dots between past elections and today's political landscape, providing them with valuable insights for the future.
KCBD News Channel 11's Imani Jackson spoke with those students and it tells us what they learned so far.
To better understand the present, the Roosevelt ISD UIL team is diving into the past. A pivotal moment in American history was the election of 1800. It led the way of a political realignment, ushering a generation of Democratic and Republican leadership. This was also the first election in American history where the incumbent president, who at the time was John Adams, did not win re-election. By examining the political tensions and debates of that time, they're uncovering lessons that resonate with today's presidential policies.
There's talk about immigration and where it was French immigrants coming over. Now and you compare that to the current issue of immigrants coming from South America and Central America. But the issues and the security issues and what's the right way to do things, all of that is brought up, and that was going on 224 years ago.
Social Studies UIL coach Dallas Grims explains that many arguments from that era are still relevant, saying he wants to encourage students to think critically about current political issues. One of his students reflected on how learning about the past influenced her understanding of today's political dynamics.
Yeah, I definitely think so. If you see how things work back then, you kind of know how it'll end up now, so there's really no point in trying to do it again unless you know there's going to be a different reaction. Just because they're very opposing in the way they think, and I guess you could say the same about this coming election. They don't really agree on a lot of subjects, and it was the same thing back then.
These students learn how history itself can be a lesson and can be used by politicians to understand what works and what could be changed to better inform our current politics.
I think it is because it helps people, it would help politicians understand like what not to do and what to do, kind of like give them a guideline of how to do their job, you know?
By examining the elections of the past, students a part of the UIL team are not just learning about history. They're gaining tools to understand and participate in today's political conversations. Imani Jackson, KCBD News, Channel 11.